rap renaissance known as the Beast Coast movement blew up back in 2009 with the rap group from Brooklyn, Pro Era. A boom bap rap group heavily inspired by the old school, led by Joey Badass, the group seemed unstoppable. One of the biggest influences of Pro Era and the Beast Coast movement, Capital Steez wanted to open the third eye of listeners as he talked about his spiritual journey as well as his balance of brotherhood and personal grief. This is the story of King Capital Steez. The personality of Capital Steez was way different from any other member of the Pro Era. He seemed like an outsider in his verses as he attempted to critique society and the foundations of the music industry. The violent lyrics expressed intelligence and wisdom of the world. A good example of this is Steez's music video for his song, Free the Robots.
Dear diary, what a day it's been. Dear diary, it's been just like a train.
Illuminati trying to read my mind with an eagle eye. And the haze got me thinking why we killed Osama and plenty innocent people died. We should see the signs, but we Stevie blind.
As he raps over Diary by the artist Free the Robots, his lyrics question such things as American politics and how it affected the community he grew up in. He highlights such events as the lack of unity in black communities, the focus on soda ban in New York City instead of the ever-growing crack and opioid crisis, as well as the almost naive hope we have for change in our government. Capital Steez anxiously awaits the abandonment of God the entire song as he watches the earth get destroyed by mankind and its sick and twisted ways through the news he watches the entirety of the music video. Steez's talents are not only highlighted on his own mixtape American Corruption, but also in Joey Badass's 1999. On 1999, Capital Steez shows listeners his lyrical ability with songs such as Survival Tactics and Clean It Up.
To grow old from working. Sorry, badass, you lucky that I peeped this second. Tell them niggas keep it stepping with their beat selection. Check the melodies, it's so heavenly, that shit to get your hips.
Admitting to almost outshining Joey on his debut mixtape, he steals the spotlight with impressive wordplay and flows unheard of at the time. Further elaborating on the ideas of overthrowing the government and doing their job better himself alongside his PE brotherhood.
It's like 6 million ways to die, my nigga choose one. Doomsday coming, start investing in a few guns. New gats, booby traps, and bazooka straps. Better play your cards right, no booster packs. Everybody claim they used to rap, but these ain't even punchlines no more. I'm abusing tracks, leaving instrumentals blue and black. I'm in Marty McFly mode, so tell them that the future's back. Riding on hoverboards, wiping out motherboards. Stop spitting fire cause my motherfucking lung is scorched. King Arthur when he swung his sword, or King Arthur, I ain't even use a pen in like a month before.
Steez was a very, loving person. Loving and lovable. You know what I mean? He had love for everybody around him. He was the type of dude that will try to uplift everyone around him. Like, he always try to leave you with something. I even remember being 16 when he appointed me as the leader of Pro Era. And I was like, what? I'm like, bro, you the leader. I'm like, how I'm the leader and I follow you? He's like, nah, I want to be more like the teacher. And right away I understood.
Entrusting faith, leadership, and love with people like Joey Badass, CJ Fly, Truck Strangers, Nick Caution, and Kirk Knight, and many more, he impacted the hundreds and thousands with his words and spiritual teachings. Capital Steez was a very spiritual man. As he grew up with his mother being Christian, he would soon abandon those beliefs to pick up the teachings of Rastafarianism and Buddhism. Becoming a core part of his life, he wielded the higher power scriptures into his lyrics and music, wanting to reveal the corruption of society and its constructs. King Capital frequently talked to the teachings of auras, chakras, and most often, the third eye. He claimed to be an indigo child, which was an idea birthed from New Age science, which claims that certain children are born with inherent intuition, spirituality, and a desire to rebel against authority. In fact, the biggest rebellion against modern-day norms was the 47 logo that Steez designed that appears multiple times in not only his discography, but Pro Era's as well. The logo sparked controversy as it had similarities to the Nazi flag and neo-Nazi symbolism. Capital Steez explains that the logo was to represent peace, love, and balance, to serve as a spiritual sign of guidance, and to serve as the complete opposite of what the original Nazi logo was trying to represent. The logo consists of the number 4 and 7, which has ties to the 4th and 7th chakra, better known as the heart and mind chakras. Bringing these energies together is supposed to bring vibrations of passion and drive, as well as purpose and good fortune. Coincidences of the number 47 being brought up is such as the Bible crediting Jesus with 47 miracles, the Declaration of Independence having 47 sentences, and the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn being located 47 degrees apart.
So let me introduce you to the elements, doing with eloquence. I'm back and I'm better than I ever been, and I ain't going nowhere. Shit, I've been flowing for years. Look, he's here and he's growing a beard now. How's that for your mainstream? It's me against time, they trying to work against this mainstream. Cause I get more spins than clock radios. Radio the cops and tell them to stop hating. No, I'm not taking over an answer anymore. This circus is a jungle, why would I stop blazing? Oh.
47 was not just a logo, but a lifestyle for Capital Steez and the ones around him. Pro Era always wanted to spread positive energy and change the world through their music. The release of Joey Badass's 1999 and Capital Steez's American Corruption led the collective of Brooklyn-based MCs to gain popularity and traction. With the second mixtape, Peep the Apocalypse, on the way, it seemed as if the Beast Coast movement was thriving more than ever. As Joey Badass tells MTV's Mixtape Daily back in 2012, honestly, number one, I couldn't do it without these dudes. It's all of us together in this. We all really got the skills and it needs to shine together, not just one person. Peep the Apocalypse dropped December 21st, 2012, and it was set to revolutionize the way people thought of boom bap rap music.
And I quote, we came like them niggas in boats, still think it's a joke, your third eye vision is broke. We lifted from smoke and floating, that's how I got my aura open, check the horoscopes though, you can say I'm horoscoping.
Unfortunately, on December 23rd, shortly after the mixtape's release, Capital Steez would put out an oddly mysterious tweet stating "The End," sending text messages to family members and loved ones saying that he loved them. Jamal Dewar, better known as Capital Steez, committed suicide the following night by jumping off the rooftop of the Cinematic Music Group headquarters in Manhattan. This would be a huge loss in spirit and hope for the brothers and sisters he surrounded himself with, Joey Badass taking this loss the hardest. Capital Steez and Joey Badass were brothers at heart and soul, and Joey wouldn't know how to carry on after the death of such an influential figure in his life. He barely even wanted to continue rapping, but he knew deep down that Steez would have wanted him to continue.
Cause inside no one ever really dies. Your presence is still alive, your voice I still hear it. I still feel your spirit in the room, feel heavily with the center of ya.
Capital Steez impacted hundreds and thousands with his lyrics, his teachings, and his publicized spiritual journey. He just wanted to find a peace within himself and the ones around him. Some may not have understood his message, but to the few that did, it was a guidance for them. It's sad to see such a wise soul be taken away at such a young age when his impact could have been monumental. Asking anybody who had a connection with Capital Steez, they would have described him as a leader and a follower of spirit. The art that Stilo left on this planet is breathtaking and almost haunting to look back at. He had such a lifted view of the world around him, and all he ever wanted to do was ascend.
To my flows are perfect. I ain't trying to be a slave to grow old from working. It's sorry, badass, you lucky that I peeped a second. And tell them niggas keep it stepping with their beat selection. Take the melodies. It's so heavenly, that shit to get your hips to move, but no 70s. Audiopium, can I bust soliloquies? Got that shit mixed and mastered, both remedies. Grab the spoonful, we serving up a pot, and you know we gotta serve it while it's hot. I'm flowing like a volcano, I'm dripping verses off the top. 30 cops still swerving on the block, looking for black kids that's spitting up acid. It's in my jeans, so don't worry what my pants is. Get with the script, it's that ignorant shit. And we bound to get sick of it quick, and I ain't selling my lips, it's a shift. I know you feel it, man. We blowing up like a ceiling fan, dropping off jewels like killer cams, man. When it comes to kicking verses, I'm Mr. Van Damme. Crushing strawberry, it's the jam. So throw up both hands if you can. Ironic how I'm killing this shit until they bury me. My volume is going in depth with longevity. Stupid.